Hi YouTube, it's Brian Phillips again. We have a giant mess and it's awesome because as you can see there's a trench and at the end of the trench there's some wires, which is super exciting. That means that this temp pole is going to go away, which has been super nice. The electricians on this job have been super good. Of all the utilities that need to be buried, I believe theirs needs to be buried the least deep, and it has the path of most encroachment over everything else, and theirs is done first. So too bad for those guys, I guess. So we have the power is going to get hooked up to the transformer upstairs there, and that's going to happen here pretty soon. And the house is coming along. We've got some things have happened inside, and I think you'll enjoy watching the progress. So let's go inside. Okay, so one interesting point: when building a house, it's messy and it annoys me to no extent, but it's just part of it. And as you can see, the dumpster is gone, which is super awesome. There's nothing better than driving in and not seeing a dumpster. But then it's also a double-edged sword, because then where there would normally be a dumpster with garbage in it, there is garbage. So they came and picked up the lumber. That's the other thing that happened. They picked up the extra lumber, and that's again another double-edged sword, because should you need to build something, there's no lumber there. But it's nice because you can actually see the front yard. So as we approach, you'll see some other cool things. Okay. So if you guys are, anybody in the YouTube world is looking for their exhaust pipe,
we have it.
Just leave it in the comments below.
We'll get it to you.
Come pick it up at any time. So we'll just go ahead and walk up now. We've got the drywall crew was here, and they got everything in the house hung upstairs. They did it in, what was it, 2 days?
2 days.
So we'll give you guys a quick look at that. We've got some garbage and stuff still here. But the conduit underneath our driveway looks a little something like this. So it's pretty big stuff. And that's one of the things the utility requires. But the thing that's nice is, for us, the meter is on the house, which means that the public utility owns the wire that's coming down. Even though we bought and paid for it, they have to fix it. So that's awesome. So come on in. That's door number 2. If it's door number 3, there'll be problems. So as you can see, garage is drywalled, not mudded and taped because it's really cold. And in order to mud and tape, they're probably going to have to get the garage doors installed, which are going to get ordered. I believe their cutoff was the end of the week, and they're going to come like in 2 more weeks, which is crazy, but come on through. So this is our mudroom. You've seen it.
No, it has walls, drywall.
We hope it's not too small. We're sure it's going to be fine. And then if you step back just a little bit, the mudroom. So the mudroom, if you just get a little bit more into the corner.
That's all more into the corner and go.
So as you can see, we got L pocket doors here. And then there's going to be one over there. This is what it's looking like, which is pretty cool. And we're super excited. There's supposed to be transoms here and here and here, but they aren't cut out yet. So you'll just have to imagine what it'd be like if they were. But it's an echo chamber in here now, which is kind of weird.
It's weird.
Because when the insulation was in here, it was just dead, silent. And it was really cool. We got an opportunity to come in and film a detailed look at every wall and measure where the studs are, and measure where, you know, the things that you can do with the stud finder generally will get the job done, but it's really nice when you're trying to plan a route for a cable or something you forgot about. And then of course in here, you guys are standing in the office. So there'll be a transom and glass door here. Pretty view. Good lighting. We did extra can lights in here because we knew this was going to be part of like the main living space. And then, but it is a legal bedroom because we got a closet and everything. So nothing's changed here really except for the drywall. And then as you can see down the stairs, the drywall is finished and it'll continue down. Give them a shot from over here. So it's really cool when you're in the backyard. You can look through these windows and then you can see up and see out the front, which is one of the things that we really, I mean, we wanted it and we kind of knew it was going to happen, but we didn't necessarily know it was going to work. And it has really worked nicely. It's super cool. And plus during the winter months, especially during the overcast, you don't see the sun shining in, but we do have a pretty good amount of southern exposure, so that helps. with getting the warmth in. So, but it's freezing cold out. It's like 20 degrees out right now.
I don't think it's even 20.
Definitely not warm at all. So let's just show them through the house quick, and then we'll run down the stairway on the way out.
Okay.
So entryway, as you can imagine, nothing really complicated. If you guys have a good idea, we have to figure out what we're going to do to get up there. And obviously, if you turn around, there's some scaffolding in here, which is convenient.
Probably not going to stay
though.
though.
Figure out how to get up here. There's going to be a bench here, a banquette, and then there'll be cabinets, lower cabinets, obviously. And then I'll have a countertop, just like the island here is going to have cabinets here and cabinets there. It'll be a big island. But the thing is, getting up there to, change decorations or, clean or whatever it is, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. And we don't know. I've got some ideas, but I want to hear your opinions. So leave them in the description or in the comments below. And maybe you guys have a great idea that we could implement. So entryway, got the surround sound speakers wired and all that. This is our little closet. It's small because it's just going to be for guests.
Yeah, coat closet.
Obviously over there, the mudroom is going to be where we have our coats and stuff. And then this will be like the AV closet. So if you give them a shot in there, they can kind of see the wires and all that. Those wires are going to they're going to continue on. See how they're looped? They continue on over to here, guys. And they just stick out here. Of course, the drywallers did me a favor and just kind of like squished them into the wall. So hopefully they're not damaged. I don't think they are, but we'll find out. So down the hall, you kind of get out of the echo chamber, another small linen closet. Boys' room. That was one of the big things when we were drawing our plans, is that we had to give up a little bit of room for a linen closet somewhere, or for an entryway closet for guests. And so they lost a little bit of length in their closet, but we feel like they have a really cool room, so it's gonna be awesome. And our boys share a room, and our girls share a room. And as the family grows, then they will continue to share rooms until such time as, maybe they're bigger and teenagers and they might want their own space, so we'll be able to expand a little bit into the basement. So, girls down here, laundry, and then
this is laundry, but it's kind of dark.
And then the girls' room, and one of the things we wanted was a window, and it shines all the way back in there with the southern exposure. During a certain time of the day, of course, it shines all the way into the living space, which is super cool. And from the kitchen sink, you can see cars approaching on the road, which is really nice, and then you can look out and see as they drive up the driveway. So it's really nice. The laundry room's not very exciting. And then, of course, the bathroom for the kids, and then a linen closet for them. So it's just the master. This one's super hard to showcase in pictures because when we share pictures on Facebook or whatever, it's really hard to get the feel for it because of the the tray ceiling, or excuse me, the what am I saying?
Yeah, tray ceiling.
Tray ceiling, and then the windows here and here. It's so cool when you're in here. It's so airy. It's like
you can't get them like all in a picture.
And I can't wait till the first day we're in here. We got everything settled, and it's snowing, and you can sit here and look and see the deer and all that. And then the bears eating the deer.
No bears.
I don't think there's going to be bears.
Hopefully not.
But I'm going to have to fly from this one, because we'll be able to see out there. I'll take off, land, do it all from inside. That's going to be awesome. And then the master bathroom. You guys have seen all this, I get it, but some of you guys are really into this construction stuff, and I am too. I love watching a house go together, even if it's not my house. Just ask all my neighbors. So the windows will be a
linen cabinet.
Yeah, right. And this is where the closet, they accidentally built the closet in, because originally we were going to do that with just closet. And we said, no, we can just do a cabinet. It's going to be better for light and everything. So then the shower, we finally have this kind of done. This shower, that's the shower. And then this will be extra storage under the bench, because we didn't want to have the bench open in the shower because it'd be hard to clean in there. And then of course this will be tile. Originally it was going to be a pan, and we just decided against that. You can see here where the wires come out, and we added another Smurf tube here so that we can get an HDMI cable through to go to wherever the TV is if we mount one on the wall later on. Right now we just have a TV that sits on top of a cabinet, and someday we hope to upgrade to a flat panel TV when that one dies or whatever. And then the master closet, which is in here, and since there's a shower here, there'll be an attic access, and so we're going to actually have a small bulkhead here that's intentionally installed similar to the height over those windows. And that's going to help to create a bit of a humidity block so that the humidity doesn't go out the exhaust vent, will get hopefully stopped and then keep in here. And there'll be glass wall. So, and then this is the toilet room or the water closet room. So we're really excited. It's looking good. Tons of effort in culmination coming soon, and we're kind of dying to get it back. Our lives, that is.
Yes.
This is a really fun process at times, and it's very challenging at other times. And right now is it's cool when you get these big stages like drywall done, or you get a big stage like the electrical's just getting done, and it's just really neat to see things come together. But at the same time, it's there's always new challenges at every stage. And so right now we're in the stage of it's Christmas and New Year's time, and so everybody is kind of taking time off, and except for our builder, who evidently works on Christmas Day, so which is weird. But anyway, they built this half wall thing and did some little tidying up projects. And so all these people are working super hard on the house. We're just really appreciative to them, even though we're paying them. It's still nice to get attention from people that are skilled at trades. So we'll give you one more shot in the stairway because we didn't show that, and then we'll be done. So this is something I always forget to look up when I'm walking out. It's so cool because it's going to be so high in here. And I keep thinking about, let's just get real. I mean, you guys aren't watching this to see the house. You're watching to see radio-controlled airplanes flying around. And that was one of the things that we loved about having this huge cathedral ceiling and vault ceiling and, this active dormer that we keep calling it, as opposed to an inactive dormer, which just gets plopped on top of the house and it looks pretty. We want this for that aspect, but we're doing it for our family. So it's still really cool. That's going to be cool for you guys. So obviously the stairway is going to be open. The railing is it's going to hit, like when you guys are standing there, the railing will be all on this side and then come on around. And then as you come down the stairs, I've mentioned it before, and it will make more sense today because there's going to be a window here. And this is an interior window that's going to allow you to see out this window from down here. And so when you come down, you come in the basement, and then you get some southern exposure in here. As you can see, the light is shining in against the floor here. It's not just, emanating through it. That's going to be dark because the carpet or flooring or whatever it is going to be on it, but then you're going to have this window here. And so when you look up here, you're going to be able to see out when you enjoy this space. So it's going to be really cool. It will feel a lot like an upstairs in this environment, and that's what we were going for. And you still have a really cool view of the woods and the wooded area, and we're super excited for it. And interestingly enough, the view of the deck and everything, it's not obstructing the view near as much as I figured it would. There will be some because there's going to be a stairway out, but it's going to be out 18 feet from the end. So hopefully the sunlight will work its way through, except for just certain periods of the day where the shade happens to hit. So like about noon to 1 o'clock, there'll be a shadow that goes across, and that's from the roof above, of course, and the deck. And so if you ever do a walkout, and you're building a walkout, you can really screw up the walkout, or daylight windows like we have in our current house. If you do a big deck, it's really nice, but then you make it dark in the basement, and it feels like a basement. So we wanted to try to stay away from that. So anyway, that's it, guys. Nothing else has really changed too drastically. The mechanicals are pretty much where they are. There's a couple of things that have to get finished. I think we have another vent we have to add here, and then we have a silcock that needs to get installed. And incidentally, I said something wrong on a video the other day, and I felt kind of like I should correct myself. This isn't a room for expansion. This is just an exterior sheath, and then the valve is just way back here. So basically, where you shut off the water supply it's just further back. So I misspoke, and so I figured I should say that, because normally your valve on just a regular spigot would be right there, okay? Well, with this, it's way back here. And so in northern climates where it's cold and you have the propensity to freeze, you want to get it back as far as you can into the climate area, that's the climate controlled area. And so that's what this does. So, and these are expensive. I didn't realize they're like 40 bucks. So anyway, I'm just going to put that down. And with that, I bid thee well. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back for more. If you want to help support the channel, check the description below. You're going to buy the plane, just buy it from those links. And then we get like a fraction of 2 cents. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back.